There is a place where children are not judged for their appearance, intelligence, or social status. They're simply accepted for who they are. And it all starts with two friends, Diana and Roma. Diana is a curious and adventurous girl with red hair in two braids, freckled skin, and a sprinkle of freckles across her nose. She loves exploring the woods near her house with her loyal dog, Fido. One day, while playing hide and seek with Fido, she discovers an old well hidden by bush. Excited to explore further, she runs home to tell her mom, but quickly learns the well has a dark history. Apparently, a wicked witch once lived there, stealing children to add to her collection of porcelain dolls. Legend has it that if you call her name 3 times, she might just grant you a wish. Of course, Diana doesn't believe in witches, so she returns to the well to investigate. But upon closer inspection, she realizes the well's entrance is sealed with a heavy rock slab, trapping any curious adventurers inside. Determined to help anyone trapped inside, Diana recruits her best friend Roma to help move the rock slab. But will the two friends succeed? Let's find out. Hi, and welcome to Diana and Roma, a show about two best friends who go on magical adventures. Today we'll be reading a story about Diana and her friend Roma. Without further ado, let's dive into our story. A long time ago in a faraway land, nestled between rolling hills and whispering trees, there was a quaint little town inhabited by friendly people and their children. It was a place where life was simple and days were filled with laughter and joy. In this idyllic town lived two young girls, Diana and Roma. Diana was known for her bright red hair, which she wore in 2 neat braids, her rosy cheeks dotted with freckles, and her inquisitive nature. On the other hand, Roma had silky, smooth black hair, jet black eyes, and a heart as big as the sun. Despite their differences, they were the best of friends. Diana's house was surrounded by tall trees and a thick bush that hid everything from prying eyes. One sunny afternoon, while playing hide and seek with her dog Fido, Diana noticed something unusual. Behind the bush, she found a moss-covered well hidden from view. Excited by her discovery, she called out to her dog, "Fido, come look what I found." Fido barked happily and wagged his tail, sharing in his friend's excitement. Together, the two of them planned to return the next day to explore further. When her mother heard about the well, she became visibly pale and shook her head. "Oh dear, that well has a dark history," she said with a worried expression. "It's better to stay away from there." Intrigued by her mother's reaction, Diana asked, "But why, Mama?" Her mother hesitated, then began, "Long ago, a wicked witch lived in that very well. She would lure unsuspecting children to the well, and then poof, they would disappear, never to be seen again." Diana listened intently, her initial fear giving way to fascination. Could there really be a witch living in the well? Later that evening, as Diana lay in bed, she couldn't help but think about the well and the possibility of a witch residing there. Determined to uncover the truth, she got out of bed and tiptoed to her window. Peeking outside, she saw the well hidden in the darkness. With a deep breath, she called out, "Are you there, witch?" But only silence answered her. Disappointed but not deterred, Diana tried again the next day. She put on a brave face and headed towards the well, but her heart pounded in her chest. As she approached, she noticed that the entrance to the well was sealed with a huge rock slab. With a heavy sigh, she realized that the witch must have used her magic to hide her home. Determined to help anyone trapped inside, Diana knew she had to find a way to move the rock slab. She thought for a moment, then turned and ran home. Upon reaching home, Diana excitedly told her mother about her discovery. "Mama, I found a trapped bird in an old well," she said, her voice filled with urgency. "Can you please help me move the rock slab and free him?" Her mother, though initially hesitant, couldn't refuse her daughter's request. Together, they returned to the well, bringing along some food for the trapped animal. Upon arrival, Diana's face fell when she saw the rock slab still covering the well. "Oh no," she whispered. "I hope he's all right." With a determined nod, Diana began pushing against the rock slab. 1, 2, 3, she counted, straining with effort. Suddenly, the slab began to move, revealing a dark hole leading underground. Taking a moment to catch her breath, Diana carefully descended into the well. At the bottom, she found a small wooden door carved with strange symbols. As she opened the door, a gust of wind rushed out, carrying with it the faint sound of singing. As Diana stepped inside, she found herself in a cozy cave adorned with colorful crystals that sparkled like 1,000 stars. The singing grew louder, and soon she saw a group of animals gathered around a glowing crystal ball. When they saw Diana, they stopped their singing and stared at her in surprise. A wise-looking owl hooted softly, and in a gentle voice it said, "Welcome, Diana. We've been expecting you." Diana blinked in surprise. "Expecting me? But how?" The owl smiled. "We know many things, little one. We also know that you've come to help us." The animals explained that they had been trapped in the cave by the evil witch who used magic to keep them from leaving. Diana felt a surge of determination. She would help these poor animals escape, even if it meant confronting the witch herself. But how could one young girl defeat a powerful witch? As Diana pondered her next move, the animals looked at each other and back at Diana, their eyes shining with gratitude and hope. They knew that although Diana was just a young girl, she possessed a bravery and kindness that belied her years. Their faith in her gave Diana strength, and she knew that she couldn't let them down. Meanwhile, back in the real world, Diana's mother grew increasingly worried as time passed and her daughter didn't return. She called out Diana's name, her voice echoing through the empty house. Just when she was about to go out and search for her, Diana reappeared, stepping out of the well hand in hand with her new animal friends. Overjoyed to see her daughter, Diana's mother rushed to embrace her. But Diana, ever thoughtful, remembered the animals trapped in the cave. "Mama, please don't be mad, but I made some new friends and they need your help." Her mother, though initially surprised, couldn't resist the pleading eyes of the animals. Together, they all returned to the cave, bringing along food and water for the animals. As the animals munched on their treats, they shared stories of their adventures and mishaps with their new human friends. The bond between them deepened, and Diana realized that friendship could truly overcome any obstacle. But their joyful reunion was short-lived. The happy chatter of the animals was replaced by panicked squeals as they huddled together, trembling with fear. "What's wrong?" Diana asked, her heart pounding in her chest. "The witch, she's coming," a rabbit stammered, his eyes wide with terror. "We can feel her anger rising." Diana knew that she had to act fast. She needed a plan to protect the animals and herself from the witch's wrath. Just then, a wise-looking owl hooted softly, and in a gentle voice it said, "Don't worry, little ones. I have an idea." The owl explained that the witch's power was fueled by fear and doubt, but it could be dispelled by the purest of emotions, love, and friendship. The animals and Diana exchanged glances, understanding dawning on their faces. Together, they all sang a song of friendship, their voices echoing through the cave, filling it with warmth and unity. As the song reached its crescendo, the cave began to glow, and the animals felt their fear melt away, replaced by a sense of safety and belonging. At that moment, the witch appeared in the cave entrance, her eyes blazing with anger. "So you've betrayed me," she hissed, her voice dripping with venom. "You will all pay for this." But as she took a step forward, the animals and Diana joined hands, forming a circle of love and friendship. The witch's magic, which had been growing stronger with each moment of fear, suddenly began to weaken. She tried to regain her balance, but it was too late. The power of love and friendship was too strong, and the witch's magic faltered. With a final weak cry, she vanished into thin air, leaving behind nothing but a puff of purple smoke. The animals and Diana cheered, celebrating their victory over the witch. From that day on, Diana and her animal friends continued to meet in secret, their bond of friendship only growing stronger with time. The cave became a place of refuge and joy, where laughter and happiness echoed through the chambers. And so, thanks to Diana's courage and kindness, the animals were finally free to roam the land, spreading joy and wonder wherever they went. Diana returned home that evening, her heart filled with the day's adventures. She knew that the friendship she shared with Roma and her animal friends was a treasure to be cherished, a magic that could conquer even the darkest of fears. And that, my dear friends, is the enchanting tale of Diana and her animal friends. A tale of courage, friendship, and the triumph of good over evil. Until next time, may your days be filled with laughter and your hearts with warmth.